Alright, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Harakakadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Most One, and Shalom to all the hopeful elect brothers that's doing the will of the Lord in sincerity and in truth. And now, for this lesson, I'll be going into two topics, and that's concerning the prophecies that's going on right now, and that's the Spirit Airlines shutdown, all of a sudden out of nowhere, and the other one is the new virus that came up out of nowhere on the cruise ship that was going to Netherlands. I think it's called Anta with an H in the beginning. It's either Anta or Hantavirus, and they say it's supposed to be deadly. Now, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 17. It says, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." So, someone is going to desire to go into a city, meaning they want to travel, from A to B. For example, you want to travel from New York to Tennessee or to Miami, right? Or you want to travel from New York to Japan or to UK. And for long distances, for hundreds to thousands of miles, in this modern time, we have airplanes, and also you have cruise ships. But for this one, I'm talking about airplanes. And people, because of Spirit Airlines, are left stranded because they just shut down the airline. So the passengers that already booked the ticket and are prepared, to desire to go back home, or desire to travel for vacation, or to go see a family member that's in another state or that's in another country, now they can't do it because this is prophecy coming to pass of 2nd Ezra 15 and 17. "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able." So this is prophecy. Now let me get what's this? This is good, but no, that's not the one I want to get. I want to get the good old Habakkuk chapter 2. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 3. Straight to the point. "For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry." Now, what is the vision? The vision is the prophecies that are appointed to happen in this time. Concerning the end time prophecies right now. For one, the major prophecy of the MOTB is coming to pass right now. Jacob's trouble. We're already in Jacob's trouble. That's coming to pass right now. WW3 is coming to pass right now. 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and 16 is coming to pass right now. So all those end time prophecies are currently taking place right now because it was for an appointed time to happen. The Most High gave the prophecies to the prophets, the men of the Lord, like Habakkuk, Jeremiah, Isaiah, Ezekiel, thousands of years ago, right? But it's happening right now because prophecy when you go into the word, it means to say before. So the Lord gave them visions or dreams of future events that would take place at a certain time, and they prophesied about it back then, and then they also wrote it down. And now we have the scriptures to read it and to break it down, that those prophecies that was written of thousands of years ago are happening right now as we speak. Now let me read it again. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3. It says, "For the vision," meaning the prophecies, "is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie." So we're at the end, and it's speaking, mean it's coming to pass. And it's affecting people. It's totally affecting people worldwide. And the Strait of Hormuz is just adding to the fire. It's just adding the whole thing of, the Iran war and the closing of the Strait of Hormuz. That's just furthering along, or it's speeding up the prophecies. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So though it seemed like there was a delay, right? Because for example, for this one, right? Is it this I'm looking for? There's a scripture. That's going into of the disciples asking the Lord, is he going to is he going to bring the kingdom right now? This isn't it, but I'm gonna get this one because I can't think of that one right now. This is John chapter 18 and verse 36. Yahushua answered, "My kingdom is not of this world. My kingdom, Salakia, if my kingdom were of this world, then would my servants fight, that I should not be delivered to the Jews. But now is my kingdom not from hence." So Yahushua's kingdom, which is coming up, is the kingdom of heaven, and that's where the world will be ruled by Yahushua and the elect. And the 12 disciples or apostles are right under Yahushua, starting with Peter or King David. So Yahushua is telling his pilot that his kingdom is not of this world, because if it was his time to set up the kingdom 2,000 years ago, then his servants would fight, meaning they would completely take over the Roman Empire and destroy them and set up the kingdom back then. But it wasn't time for it. So though it tarry, wait for it, right? For the vision, Habakkuk 2 and 3, again, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. So right now as we speak, there's no more delay concerning the prophecies. This is Fox News. Top airline, this is published May 5th, 2026. Top airline offers $99 rescue fares as thousands are left stranded by Spirit shutdown. JetBlue offers this discounted rescue fares for affected Spirit customers. JetBlue is stepping in to assist travelers affected by Spirit Airlines shutdown, offering discounted fares and expanding service in key markets. The move follows Spirit's sudden shutdown over the weekend, which halted thousands of flights and left passengers scrambling to rebook. So if you want to go read this, go into it. It's most likely all over the news of what these other airlines are doing. They're trying to go in to rescue the passengers that are left. But because of the Strait of Hormuz, and to be honest, Spirit Airlines was already in trouble. They were already in debt. They were basically, the company as a whole was on its way out anyways, but the fuel and energy crisis, because of the jet fuel that's caused by the Strait of Hormuz being closed, that sped up its judgment. No, this happened overnight. So that's one prophecy. Now, I wanted to get a scripture. Okay, Habakkuk 2:7 is good, but there's another one. Okay, let me get this, the one that I was holding before. I have like 7 minutes left. Well, a little bit more than 7 minutes. This is Isaiah 47:11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, and this is talking about Babylon the Great, which America is Babylon the Great. So Isaiah 47 is a future prophecy concerning Babylon. Now, this is Isaiah chapter 47:11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall suddenly, Salakia, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. So this thing dealing with Spirit Airlines, right? It just happened out of the blue. Even though, as I said before, the company was already going through problems, but it just shut down out of nowhere. So this is judgment from the Lord. And you have thousands to possibly hundreds of thousands to possibly 1 million plus people, because Lord knows how many people had their ticket just to take a Spirit Airlines flight. Possibly hundreds of thousands, who knows? And that's judgment on them. The judgment on, let me see. Yeah. Judgment on Babylon the Great, because of all the wickedness that they did. And the wickedness was done by Esau. But the greatest evil is the wickedness that Esau did to the Lord's people and is doing, which is slavery, and then after slavery, persecution and murder, mass incarceration, which is slavery. You know, a lot of injustice. Okay, for example, right? Jake is being arrested for, small amounts of marijuana, weed, for years, getting 5 years in jail just for being caught with like a small amount of weed, right? But now Esau made it, somewhat legal, and now they have all sorts of CBD shops and all sorts of medical cannabis shops out of nowhere. And now people smoking out in the open, but there's a lot of Israelites that's in jail still because of being locked up for having a small amount of weed. And let me go on to the next. Wait, let me get Ecclesiastes 12. Nah, that's good. Let me get this one. This is the Hantavirus.
We're not just a story. We're not just headlines.
My M/V Hondia statement. Trapped on a cruise with a deadly outbreak. This is yesterday, May 4th. Passengers break down over antivirus threat. Judgment upon Esau. You could cry all you want. Now, this is AP News, right? 3 patients are being evacuated to Europe from cruise ship with antivirus outbreak. 2 patients with antivirus and 1 suspected of being infected were being evacuated from a cruise ship to the Netherlands on Wednesday. The UN Health Agency said the vessel at the center of a deadly outbreak remained off Cape Verde with nearly 150 people on board, waiting to head to Spain's Canary Islands. So this judgment on them. So, okay, you remember the lockdown when you had the C-19, right? Well, now there's many deadly outbreaks. Now there's many plagues and pestilence. It's not just one. They have many viruses, that Esau is spreading out. So the next lockdown is going to be even more deadly. Now, the last scripture, and I'm going to end it. So, 2nd Ezra, someone to get that one. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 49. I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, which the Strait of Hormuz, one of the effects of it is causing a global food crisis with a fertilizer shortage because the farmers need a fertilizer. And they need the gas, sword, and pestilence to waste thy houses with destruction and death. Now, What is I'm gonna end the lesson. What is a pestilence? Pestilence is a contagious or infectious epidemic disease that is virulent and devastating. Something that is destructive or pernicious. Right? So the antivirus, that's the new virus on the block. That's prophecy coming to pass. You can also go to Matthew 24. I'm going to get Matthew 24 and then end the lesson. Matthew chapter 24 and verse, let's see. It's at the top. Matthew 24 and verse 6. Now, these are the... This is Matthew 24 and verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences, and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. And that prophecy is right now. The antivirus, which is one of many pestilences that's being spread. And that's the end of the lesson. Lord wills edifying. All praises, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Akakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom.